The secret of peaceful people, the power of silence, Buddhist wisdom. In the life of every human being, there are moments when we feel completely alone. It may happen when the people we love move away, when a relationship ends, when friends become busy with their own lives, or simply when we realize that there is no one around us who truly understands us. At times like these, a feeling of emptiness often appears. We call this feeling loneliness. Loneliness can make the heart feel heavy. It makes us feel as if we have been left behind in this vast world. There are people who fear loneliness so deeply that they constantly try to fill every empty space in their lives with the presence of others. They seek attention, recognition, or simply someone to stay beside them so they do not have to face themselves. But according to the wisdom of the Buddha, there is a very profound truth that many people have never realized. Being alone is not something to fear. Being alone can become a gift. The issue is not whether you are alone or not. The issue lies in how you perceive that aloneness. If you look at it through the eyes of lack, it becomes loneliness. But if you look at it through wisdom, it becomes stillness, solitude. 1. Loneliness and solitude, two completely different states. In life, many people often confuse two concepts, loneliness and being alone. At first glance, they appear to be the same. Both are states in which no one else is around. But in reality, they are two completely different experiences of the mind. Loneliness is a psychological state in which we feel the absence of someone. When we are lonely, we long for the presence of others to fill the emptiness within our hearts. When we are lonely, we often think, if only someone were here with me. No one really cares about me. I am truly alone in this world. This feeling carries sadness, emptiness, and sometimes even despair. But the stillness of being alone is entirely different. It is when you are alone, but do not feel any lack. You do not need someone else in order to feel complete. You do not need noise or attention from others to feel that you exist. You are simply with yourself, and that is enough. In that state, you feel peaceful. You feel free. You feel more deeply connected with yourself than ever before. According to the teachings of the Buddha, this stillness is not an escape from the world. It is a return to oneself. 2. Why human beings easily fall into loneliness. To understand the power of solitude more clearly, we must first understand why human beings easily fall into the state of loneliness. From the perspective of Buddhism, the root cause of loneliness is not that we have no one beside us. The real reason is that we have handed the key to our happiness over to other people. When we are young, we often believe that happiness comes from relationships. We think, if someone loves me, I will be happy. If I have many friends, I will never be lonely. If my family is always by my side, life will always feel complete. But over time, life teaches us a truth that no one can avoid. All relationships are impermanent. People may come into your life, but they may also leave. A close friend may move to a distant place. A deep romantic relationship may come to an end. Even the people we love most cannot stay beside us forever. When these things happen, if our happiness completely depends on them, we will feel lost. That is when loneliness appears. Not because we are truly alone, but because we have become accustomed to relying on others in order to feel happy. 3. The Buddha's teaching on being alone. In many discourses, the Buddha often encouraged monks to practice a life of quiet solitude. He advised them to go to peaceful places such as deep forests, caves, or remote areas to meditate. At first glance, it may seem as if the Buddha was encouraging people to stay away from society. But the deeper meaning of this teaching is not about escaping the world. Its purpose is to help people learn how to live in harmony with themselves. When you are alone in silence, you begin to see things that you never noticed before. You begin to hear your true thoughts. You begin to recognize emotions that you once tried to avoid. You begin to understand who you are, what you want, and what truly matters in life. In that stillness, you discover something very important. The source of happiness does not lie outside. It lies within your own mind. 4. The story of the Buddha before enlightenment. There is a very profound story in the life of the Buddha that happened before he attained enlightenment. For many years, the Bodhisattva Siddhartha practiced extreme ascetic methods in his search for truth. He lived deep in the forest, ate very little, and practiced strict meditation. During that time, 5 other ascetics followed and supported him. They believed that by torturing the body and abandoning all comforts of life, they could achieve enlightenment. But after 6 years of extreme asceticism, Siddhartha realized that such an extreme path did not lead to wisdom. His body had become exhausted. His mind had also grown weak. He understood that in order to meditate deeply and attain enlightenment, the body needed enough energy. So he decided to begin eating again, and to seek a more balanced path, the middle way. When the 5 ascetics saw this, they became disappointed. They believed Siddhartha had abandoned the spiritual path. So they left him and went elsewhere. Suddenly, Siddhartha found himself completely alone in the vast forest. There were no companions. No one to help him. No one who even knew of his existence. If it had been an ordinary person, they might have felt despair. But Siddhartha did not view the situation as a loss. He thought, "Now I have more time to meditate. No one will interrupt my practice." Instead of feeling sad about being abandoned, he saw it as a precious opportunity. It was in that stillness, beneath the Bodhi tree, that he meditated deeply and eventually attained enlightenment. 5. How solitude helps human growth. When you begin to see being alone as a gift, your life can change in very profound ways. Time alone allows you to understand yourself more deeply. When the noise of the outside world fades away, you begin to hear the voice of your inner self. You realize things you never considered before. You begin to understand what truly makes you happy, what causes your suffering, and what really matters. Take care of your health. When you are alone, you can spend time exercising, walking in nature, or simply resting. These activities help restore both body and mind. Learn and grow. Time alone is a wonderful opportunity to read books, learn new skills, or reflect on life. Many of humanity's most creative ideas have appeared in moments of silence. Practice meditation. Meditation is one of the most powerful paths to inner peace. But to meditate effectively, you need quiet. Being alone creates the perfect space for this practice. 6. Living peacefully, even in a noisy world. One important teaching of the Buddha is this: you do not have to live in a deep forest to find peace. Even if you live in a noisy city, you can still find stillness within yourself. External noise only becomes a problem when your mind resists it. For example, when you are meditating and hear the sound of a hammer striking nails, the natural reaction of the mind is irritation. But if you learn to accept the sound instead of resisting it, it will no longer disturb you. When you become friendly toward disturbances, they lose their power to bother you. This is one of the profound lessons of meditation. 7. Discipline and a healthy lifestyle. In the teachings of the Buddha, spiritual development does not come from meditation alone. It also comes from a disciplined way of living. One important piece of advice from the Buddha is moderation in eating. Today, many people eat, not because the body needs food, but because of emotions. They eat when they feel sad, stressed, or when they seek comfort. But overeating not only harms the body, it also makes the mind heavy. The Buddha taught that we should eat to nourish the body, not to satisfy greed. A healthy body is the foundation for a clear mind. 8. Patience, the strength of the mind. One of the noblest virtues in Buddhism is patience. Patience is not weakness. Patience is the ability to keep the mind calm, even when facing difficulty. When someone speaks harshly to you, the natural reaction of the mind is anger. But if you respond with anger, the cycle of suffering continues. The Buddha taught that a truly strong person is someone who does not allow anger to control them. Patience is also necessary when facing illness, hardship, and the many challenges of life. In such moments, the calmness of the mind allows us to pass through everything with wisdom. 9. The ultimate goal, enlightenment. According to Buddhism, the ultimate goal of life is not fame or wealth. The highest goal is enlightenment. Enlightenment occurs when the mind is freed from the 3 roots of suffering: greed, hatred, and delusion. When these disappear, the mind becomes clear, peaceful, and stable. A person who reaches this state is no longer shaken by the ups and downs of life. They discover true freedom. 10. The final message. Life is always changing. People will come and go. Relationships will begin and end. No one can avoid moments when they must walk alone. But if you understand the wisdom of the Buddha, you will realize that being alone is not a sign of lack. It can become the path to the deepest growth. When you learn to live in harmony with yourself, you will no longer fear loneliness. You will no longer depend on others to feel happy. You will discover a source of peace that does not depend on any external condition. And in that stillness, you will discover what many people search for their entire lives: a peaceful mind, a free heart, and a fulfilled life.
Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos.